In order to correct this, I'm sending everyone's file back to them. My name is Clementine Krasinski. I'm here to erase Joel Barish.
What is this?
I don't know. He's boring. That enough reason to erase someone? I've been thinking lately how I was before and how I am now, and it's like he changed me. I feel like I'm always pissy now. I don't like myself when I'm with him. I don't like myself anymore. I can't stand to even look at him. That pathetic, wimpy, apologetic smile, that sort of wounded puppy shit he does, you know?
What are you doing?
Not doing anything. Going to certainly fucking off and on.
Are you screwing with me?
No!
You are screwing with me.
Joel, I'm not.
You clearly are.
What? Okay, let's just take a minute and...
Hey, Jesse, are you good now?
Test.
Well, that's wrong. Okay. I picked up your breathing. Hey, what's up, Heather?
Okay, I was just making sure you could hear. I was just checking in on you.
Checking in on me. I'm here. Can't access anything, but I'm here.
Give me a second.
Jesse, you should be good to share now.
Yep. Okay, that was weird. So thanks for waiting patiently, everybody. Thanks for not leaving.
Sorry, it so happened that culture overlapped with this in the same room host. So
Yeah, that'll make it hard.
I'm glad I kept trying.
Okay, cool. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, I'm testing my volume levels here. So someone say something other than me.
You look nice today.
Oh, thanks. Okay, I think my volume's good. I heard that nice and clear. Alrighty then, let's get rocking and rolling. Ladies and gents. All right.
I'm here.
Well, that was fun. Alrighty. Cool. Can everybody see this?
Yep.
Cool. All right. So let me reorganize my window here. Maybe Melissa, it might be your connection. I wanted to freeze frame like this, but I don't know. Probably won't happen. Okay, everybody can see my screen, right? Some nods. Yep, I got Jennifer nodding. I got some.
Yes, sir.
Yep. All right. So I can see pretty much everybody here. So I'll be looking up. All right, here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and continue on where Heather left off yesterday. So yesterday she talked about what? Was anybody on yesterday's call?
Landing pages.
She was talking about the KW app, right? So today we're going to be covering the rest of the consumer module. All right, so we're going to create an easy landing page. We're going to talk about some of the basic website setup. And we're also going to talk about your buyer and seller guides.
So Jesse, I actually covered basic websites, basic landing pages, and basic buyer guide. So if you can go into advanced for all of those, that'd be great.
Okay, guys, you ready for advanced? This is where it's going to get a little funky.
We are ready.
All right, then let's do that. So if you already did the basics, let's run through this. Okay, consumer tab. So one thing that I hear a lot of people wanting are additions to their website, right? How do we add a value website? How do we add something for a blog? How do we add a new construction search? Things like that. Is that pretty consistent with what everybody's thinking right now? How do I add more to this?
Yes. And
Yeah,
also
I'd like-
videos.
Videos, okay. Yeah, we can do all that applies. So it's super cool. So let's look at what I have for my website set up already. I have quite a few pages, right? Let me show you this one here. Real estate with me, Jesse Rojas. So I created this. It's not done yet, but I created this where it has another blog page embedded inside it. Right? So this content is something that I pay for. You can go a different route if you'd like, but I have this embedded on my website. So when people come through, they want to see what the heck I got going on in terms of a blog, what I have to say about certain things, current things. It's pretty consistent. I keep tabs on every one of these things. So when people ask me, hey, I saw that article that you posted about homes being more affordable right now. What's to do with that? And I could talk to them about it, right? So there's the article right there. So that's part of my blog.
Jesse, that's a content that you're buying from somebody.
Yeah, that's something that I purchased outside.
I see one called Current Matters on Facebook all the time, and it's kind of similar to giving you content.
It's similar. There are a lot of
Okay.
different things that you can use for content, but
I have a free one with Homekeeper, and they do blogs and
yep,
post.
Homekeeper has one.
Mhm. They post to my website.
Yep, pretty cool. So this is what we're going to build today, okay? And it could apply for other things like, so here's the Homekeeper part right here. I don't have the blog set up, but I have the professional search built out from Homekeeper. I also have a new construction site built out based on the same principles, right? So there's a lot of different things we can do.
Mhm.
All right, so we're going to begin right here in the create a new site button. Everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we're going to navigate right to that. Create a new site. And the selection we're going to make is on my agent site. Now, the same type of concepts apply to a standalone page like your landing page and stuff like that. And we'll touch on that too. But let's go ahead and work on this web page. Okay, click on my agent site and let's go ahead and click on create page. Before I continue on, who here has dual monitors and is actually following along doing this as I go through it? Show of hands. Anybody? I got a couple. Awesome. Cool. Well, the good thing is it's recorded, so you can watch it later. Yay! So you can put it on your phone and get to the YouTube channel and follow the same exact steps. Very cool. All right, so here we go. Create page. So this is what it looks like. So just for the sake of example here, I'm going to rebuild one of my site pages there. Okay, so I'm going to rebuild something like a cost or seller net sheet. Okay, that's the example that we're going to use today. So I'm going to make sure that my page title is called that, seller net sheet. Why am I titling it this way? So it's easy to find in my designs library. Okay, make sure to make that change there. Otherwise, you're going to see a lot of various kind of sporadic looking numbers and letters. So make it something that you can recognize. Okay.
Hey, good. How are you?
All right. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and choose one of these widgets. So for this specific widget, the one that I'm going to go with is company profile. Okay, so I'm going to select that and I'm going to drag it over to the left. Okay, so we can see that it has a picture there, it has a title, and placeholders for other content. Okay, now before I go any further, I want to add some content to that, right? So I'm going to actually go to title security. Oop. All right, so I'm searching title security, and I'm going to go for their cost sheet. Okay. So this is what the cost sheet looks like, and this is exactly what I want to display on my website. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to copy this URL. So I got my URL copied. My next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to navigate to another website called iframe generator. So I actually have it saved right here. iframe-generator.com. Okay. And the reason why I use this website is because how many of us actually know how to code HTML? By show of hands. Who knows what the heck I just said aside from Heather? Might as well have said something in some foreign language that no one's ever heard of before. So this will make it easy for you. Okay. So the basic things that we're looking at here, we got a name. We don't really need to add the name. It's fine. You're going to need to show what kind of height it's working at. So height and width is what we're looking at, width and height in that order. And it's going based off pixel, okay? My recommendation would be to have your width go no wider than 800, and your height can be pretty much anything else. So for this example, we'll just leave it at 400 so you can see what it'll preview as. If your particular page, like the cost sheet here, it looks a little long, right? So we're going to want to include a scroll bar. So I'm going to hit yes. And that's all we need to do for now. So I copied this URL, right? That's what I had copied.
Mhm.
So I'm going to come back to my iframe generator and I'm going to paste this sucker right in the iframe URL. Whoop-ah, just like that. Okay.
Whoop-ah. Okay, got it.
Yeah, went with the Chandler whoop-ah kind of thing. Now there's the preview button and there's a generate. Before we even generate, I want to see what it looks like first. So I'm going to click preview and it opens it up. It's pretty small, right?
Yeah.
We have our scroll bar and
That's because at 400, that's why, right?
it's got that height, 400 pixels. Exactly. So we can continue to manipulate this size right here. I'm going to go 1200. I think that'll be sufficient. So I'm going to click on preview and check it out. I don't need the scroll bar in there. 1200 is spot on where I need it to be. Maybe I've done this before. I don't know. It wasn't just a good guess. So now that I know what the preview looks like, I want that code. Okay. So I'm going to click generate. And there it is. There's that code that no one knows. Like even reading it, you can kind of get the gist of it, but without knowing HTML code right off the bat, that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything to me. Well, it kind of does. I'm just lying. But anyway, for the rest of us, it means nothing. So let's just copy it. Let's just have that copied. It's on our clipboard. And now we're going to go back to command. Okay, so we're going back here to the editor window. Okay, everybody see that? Cool. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to click on configure widgets. Everybody see that at the bottom right here, bottom right corner. See my little homing signal right there on my cursor? That's where we're going. Okay, and we're going to select company profile. It's the only widget that we have, is the only widget that we need. So click on that.
Okay.
All right. So before we continue on, you'll notice that there are a few required fields here, and those will always be highlighted there with a red asterisk. So just know that that's required. The heading, when you enter this here, it will appear right in this section right here. Okay. So a seller net sheet. Oh, be careful not to hit caps lock if you don't want to. Okay. So just to give you guys an idea of what it'll look like, I'm going to hit save and apply. Okay. And watch how this will change. Boom. See that? So that's how we're going to manipulate all these fields. You can keep an introductory section here if you like. You can talk about it. So we can say, curious about the potential cost of selling your home. Use this net sheet. Oh. Provided courtesy of title security agency. Cool. All right. So now I'm going to hit save and apply, and it'll change this section right here. Boom. There you go. Pretty cool, right? I think so. Okay. Now, what about all this other junk? We don't need this. We don't need any of this. Well, simple. We're just going to go ahead and go section by section and delete everything. Wait a minute. Section 1 is a required area. That's where we're going to paste our code. So I'm going to hit Control V for paste. And we're not done yet. So we're going to come back to this section. I'm just going to clear out everything else, okay? So to clear the image, there's that trash can button right there. I'm going to click that. It's gone. Select that. It's gone. And continue on until I have nothing left to clear. Okay. It's all clear now. Now what I want to do is I'm going to go back to this code. The only code that you're ever going to use is this. Ready? So we're going to go left arrow, type in the word center, close it with a right arrow, Okay.
Shit. Okay. Jesse, real quick. We're adding this to the front of the code that we copied and pasted right there?
Yep.
Okay.
And then we're going to add in the end of it, left arrow, /, type in center again, and then close it with the right arrow. Okay.
Oh, gosh. So left arrow, / center, back arrow,
Right arrow.
right arrow. So
Yep. So it looks like this.
I gotta get it. Swap screens here.
Might be a little teeny on yours.
Yeah, I'll put my command on the smaller screen because I can't see what the heck you're doing over there. All right. That's better. Okay.
Okay.
And what was
So-
the front? I'm sorry, Jesse.
What was that?
What was the front code we're putting in?
Left
front of
arrow.
that?
We're left arrow, center,
Okay.
right arrow.
Center. All right. Same thing, just in the back of it.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Except without the slash at the beginning.
But we do this to anything, any URL that we want to go through and do the iframe on and get we would put the beginning and the end, the center on
Yep.
anything. Like if we make a different page or something and we're copying another URL and having the iframe do it, would it be the same coding, beginning and end?
Yep, that doesn't change.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna hit save and apply. You guys ready? Check it out.
Drum roll.
There it is. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
But wait a minute, it's not exactly center. What's the deal? Well, I'm glad you asked. We're gonna adjust this number. I'm gonna go 600. So if you know where to enter in to change your numbers, you can see it right there, right? It's gonna be in there.
I still have an image behind it. I didn't erase something, did I?
If you have this image back here,
No, there's a box.
yep. So you see it. So yeah, you'll need to clear out either section 1 or section 2 in your widget.
Yeah, I got them both there.
Delete them both.
Yeah, I missed that part. I was trying to follow along on the other stuff.
So if we narrow it a little bit, you know, the centering is a little bit better, right? Everybody knows that?
Yeah.
And it'll watch. Look what happens when I go wider. Don't do what I'm doing, but just watch what happens. I'm going to go 1,000 on this and check what happens. It goes all the way to the right. Like, what the heck?
It's kind of centering it with that bar on the right, probably. I don't know.
It's weird. It's weird. Let me show you what it looks like. Well, let's delete the center. You don't have to do this, but if you want to, you can. It's just good practice, I guess. And it's even further to the right. Right? So make sure to have your centers. It helps. And also keep your dimensions in a good space. So the sweet spot is going to be between 600 and 700. Okay. Here's what 650 looks like, so you guys can see for a width. We're talking width, right? So put that, and that's still pretty much centered. It's about as centered as we're going to get. Okay. And we have a bit of a scroll bar now because we did that. It's pushing everything down. You guys see that? Which is why that's why it's good to have the scrolling. Check it out. You can manipulate the text here if you want to. You can just say no. And the scroll bar's gone. But now the rest of the page is cut off. You see how it affects it?
Right.
Yeah, so make sure to keep your yes in there. Always select yes for your scrolling. And if you forget, don't worry. You can edit the same code right there if you just know where to look. It's really clear. You know, it says scrolling. Yes. So we got it back. Pretty cool, right? All right. Say we're satisfied. This is perfect. This is exactly what we want. I'm done. I'm going to hit save changes. Why, yes, I would like to publish this so other people can see that it's out there and it's visible to everybody. Yes. All right. So then once we hit save, it takes us right back here to the agent pages section. Okay. What you see right here are inactive and active pages. So the teal colored eyeballs, those are active. The gray ones are inactive, right? And it says that. No view available. This is not an active subpage. So we want to activate this subpage. Okay. Next step is coming up here to site and app settings. All right. From here, we're going to jump right over here to site pages. Everybody see that section there?
Yes.
Awesome. Now we're clicking it. Now we see a list of the pages on the website. If I refer to my website here, that's exactly what I see in the drop-down right here. In that exact order. Okay. If you don't like where something is, you can click on the 6 dots and you can drag it up, drag it down, and put it where you want it. Okay. All right. So how do we add the new net page that we just did? What the heck? Okay. So we're going to come right here on the left side that says add page. Everybody see that?
Yep.
I'm going to click that. Now it's asking me which page am I going to associate with it. And the latest one that you create will appear up top. Okay. And this is why you want to clearly label. Hey, Walter, could you do us a favor and mute your mic, please?
I'm sorry?
Could you mute your mic, please? We're getting a lot of noise coming there. Thank you, sir. Cool. So this is why I said label your page clearly, so you can know what you're clicking on. So select that page and click continue. Okay, right here. So this is where we're at. Now we're going to call our page something. Okay, so we're going to call this Seller Net Sheet. Okay. URL slug, we can just type in net sheet if you want to. This is going to be the after part. So you guys see this little example right here? After the / is what the page is called, net sheet, which is what I typed in right here. Could you remute, Walter, please?
Thank you. Could I get some hot mustard?
Sorry, I'm just going to have to log out because I can't even get it to mute. Sorry about the inconvenience, guys.
Hey, thanks a lot, Walter. Okay. I could have muted it, but I don't have host access right now. Okay. So I know that the red asterisk means that it's a required field, right? So we see that right there. It says SEO description. Here's the funny part. This is the only place where it doesn't really matter. It says it's required, but it's there for funsies, I guess. So I'm going to click Save Page right here on the bottom left. Save Page Changes. I do that. Check it out. There's my page right there. Did everybody see that? It's right at the bottom. I want it a little bit sooner, so I'm gonna add it after what's my home worth. Okay. So I just added this page to my website.
So you click save page or save changes and then it brought it over there?
Yep, it'll appear at the very bottom.
Okay.
And then you can click and hold the 6 dots to reorganize your page order. It's pretty cool. So let's see what we did. I'm going to go to my web page now. I'm going to click refresh.
What's the quickest way for me to get to my page?
I'm sorry?
What's the quickest way for me to get to my web page?
Oh, easy. See this button right here that says URLs?
Yeah. All right. Got it.
You can see it there, or you can come over here to agent site pages, and there's your link right there.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. So I just refreshed mine. Let's just go to the home page. So that's the way it looks when everybody logs in. And here's my drop down. And check it out. Boom. There's my seller net page right there. So now if I click on it, it's active on my website. Ta-da. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, love it.
So this is one way you can customize your websites. And the reason I didn't add any other widgets or anything like that is because it's already built in. See, here's a contact form right here. People want to ask me a question, they can fill out this info. If they want to know more about the company and stuff like that, which is required for us in all of our legal footers, they can see that there. And we're good. So that's how to create a custom page on your website. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
So we went through, so yesterday you went through basic landing pages and stuff like that. Let's show you a couple little custom things you can do with landing pages. All right, so let me pull up an example here. Hopefully you can see what I'm, okay, yeah, this one will be a good one. So here's a landing page that I did on a specific property that I held an open house at, okay? And the difference between this one and all the other ones that I've done is this right here. Check it out. I embedded a Matterport link right into the page. Right? So now people can click on this. It'll load. It won't redirect them anywhere. It'll stay right there. And then if I want to, the people have the option to go full screen and say, whoop-ah, there it is. Huge, right?
Great.
Oh, Jody, I just saw your question there. Yes, this is for centering the dock on the page. Sorry, yeah. Sorry, I just saw that. But cool, right? So now they can interactively tour the house without even leaving my landing page. Pretty cool.
That's amazing.
What are all those circles on the ground and stuff?
Those are like places you can check for it to navigate to.
Oh.
Pretty cool, huh? So this one was actually Amanda Clark's listing. And
The listing agent pays for to have done?
the Matterport, yeah. That's part of that marketing package. I would say it is one of the recommended things you should do for your listings because of the current situation around COVID. People don't want to leave.
You know,
What company does it? There are various ones that do it. Lister Sister has a Matterport option. If you use Lister Sister.
yeah, I was just curious, like if there was a company that would do both the virtual tour along with pictures.
Yep, Lister Sister can do that. There are a couple others, but that one is the one that comes to mind right off the bat.
Don't one of our agents, Miss Plum, isn't it? Didn't
Yes,
she buy a
someone does it. I just can't recall her name at the moment.
Her last
Yeah,
name's
there are a few. I think Stratton Group can do it too.
Okay.
I think they have that for you to.
So Jesse, a landing page is just for, selling and buying
One-
properties? I mean,
One
anything.
specific purpose. A landing page is for one purpose and one purpose only. Right? So in this case, I want this website to exist just for this listing, and that's it. I can use, if you notice here, open house July 18th. I've used this as a sign-in sheet for the people that came into my open house. Right? So they can fill out their info here. It has to be complete. They gotta give us everything.
So you have your laptop or something set up at the open house?
I have a tablet that I take with me. Mm-hmm. So they can do that, and boom, you just captured a lead. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, Heather was showing us that yesterday, and I was wondering if when we're signing people in, if we could just say, hey, let me sign you in on this. And
So one thing that I've been doing when I do the open house is to ensure that I'm getting some information, right? Is please do me a favor, fill out this sign-in sheet for this open house. It's here for your safety and mine. One of the big reasons that we are requesting this information is if anyone has come into contact with anybody that's been infected by COVID and they visit this open house, I want to be able to make sure you're alerted to that. something to that effect, right? You don't want to assume a whole lot of liability, but you do want to make sure that you're letting them know that their safety is paramount, right? And yours, right? So that's important. So yeah, all the other information that's in here is populated from your marketing profile. Did you guys already fill out your marketing profile within Command?
Yeah.
Cool. So things like the phone number, email address, picture, and other things like the bottom, the brokerage logo, the information, that's all from our marketing profile.
You built this in the landing page. You created a landing page and built this.
So yeah, so let me go through the process of what I did to start that one. Okay. So
Jesse, can I ask you real quick? You said landing pages are for one purpose only, then you kind of stopped. Like maybe I'm missing just for listings and such.
you don't have to do it just for listings. Check it out. I've done other landing pages. Here's one that I created for people to request a home valuation to be done.
Okay, see that's what I want.
But it has a singular purpose. That's what I meant.
I want one that says like a mortgage calculator, things like that I can use in advertising to draw people to. Okay, so I got it. Thank you.
Yep.
So it's like a one-page website.
It's a single page website. And the cool thing is, let's go back to this one for the property. Right, so this page is specifically on this address, nothing else. But look what else I included. I included the link to the app. So if they want to view other properties, then they can click on my download link here. And it'll send them to another landing page where they can get my branded app. And when they sign up, I get it registered in my command that we're connected via the app or website. So there are a couple strategies around why you do a couple things. But I always include download my app, and I always include it underneath or right just above where people can ask for information. I think it just flows better, right? So all this information about one property, and then you're like, oh, wait, I can see more if I do this.
Well, they might figure they don't have to type in there if they just download app.
It's two ways for you to capture information. So if they decide, no, I'm not going to fill that out, but they're like, oh, I actually want to download this app, and then they do that there and create an account, you get their information anyway.
Yes, I mean, yeah, so it looks like the easy button.
It kind of is.
Yeah, this will be easy.
You can change it here. You can change what this
Or
says.
you can do the easy button.
Or you can do the easy button and download my app to view more properties, right? And you can actually change what this title says right here. I'm sure Heather went over that yesterday.
Yeah.
Change it. Give them a call to action. I mean, this is one by default. Download the app. But this one, want to see more? Download the app, and then have that link right there.
Well, you could also make download the KW app that you have highlighted a hyperlink in itself too, right?
It's not necessary because we have the button. We have a form of redundancy here, but we don't want to go super redundant. One button's enough. Pretty cool. So even on this one too, I don't have there's not a capture button. I still have my download app link right there, right? Well, if they're looking to sell their house, maybe they want to look at some other homes that are there, right? So they just put in their address, right? So here's our office address. I'll click that, and oh, we found it. And then I can capture their information here, which is a different service that, I just came across and I'm using as a trial right now. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, build one for the My Neighborhood too. Get them to register up that way so they can have them in the My Neighborhood. Keep it on there.
Basically, whatever you can imagine, you can almost certainly do.
Jesse, let me ask you something. You said you're trying this one out. So when they give you their information, does it automatically take them to the home valuation tool that you have integrated in, or is
This
it
is the home valuation tool. So they do this. I get their information on their, so they put in their address first, and then they put in their contact information, and then I get notified that they requested a home valuation. I run a CMA for them and give them a call.
Okay.
information.
Okay. All right. So it's still, it just alerts you and you would do the CMA. It's not a program that goes, boom, this is what your home's worth. Okay.
Right. There are some programs out there. I think Cloud CMA is one of them that can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I actually do have that.
Okay.
So this one you can do. It depends. You can get it if you'd like.
Cloud CMA.
Cloud CMA is one of those options where you can. Well, I'm already in CMA, so there's where is that section? So they have this portion here where you can build out. Here I'll show you what this. I want to see it. Okay, so this is one of those other things that you can do. Same thing. And you can set it to send a CMA. It's an automated one. It's not exact. It doesn't have your personal touch on it, but you know, that's one of the other services that's out there that you might want to consider.
Okay.
But pretty cool stuff. All right, so embedding videos and stuff like that. Let me just go ahead and do a standalone page here. The process is the same if you want to embed something on a page on your website.
A website, or what about like an email or anything else, like smart plans?
That's a different thing altogether. So yeah, we'll stay away from that one for now. All right, so I always do branded header. This is my example. So branded header, I'm going to bring this across. Already has my information in there. I'm good to go. The next part, especially, so the next part, I want to embed a video. So there's actually this video widget you can throw right there. Okay, and then say I want download my app right there. And then I want to end it off with a lead form and the legal footer. Right? So boom, I just threw together something real quick. Right? So I'm going to go to YouTube. Hold on real quick.
Okay.
I don't know what I might watch some stuff, so I don't want everybody to see. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going to come up here. I just don't want to have it all recorded. So I'm going to go KW app just to make it simple. Okay. So, and I'm back. So here's the share again. So this is the video I actually want to include on this landing page. So I'm going to click on it. Started playing. But what I want to click now is this share button. Everybody see this? Always going to be on the bottom right. I'm going to click that. And what's cool is if you want to just embed it in something, you can just click on that and it generates an iframe for you. Or I can just click on the URL, which is what I'm going to do in this case. So I copied it and just clicked on copy. I'm going to go back here. Here's my landing page. Okay. Now I'm going to configure these widgets. And branded header is this one specifically for the KW app. So I'm going to call it that. Or my new KW app. Right? Call it that. So this section is done. I'm going to click save and apply. Boom. See these little arrows on either side of the name? Will take you to the next widget. Okay, so I'm going to go right, take me to the video. So you have the option of uploading a video, or you have the video URL, which is what I copied, right, from YouTube. So I'm going to paste that right there. And you can call it something if you want to. It's not required, right? It's not required. Here's a look at what the new KW app can do for you when searching a new home or whatever, right? So now I'm going to click Save and Apply. And boom, there it is. Big. Or like my son likes to say, big. He can't say it's big yet. That G is coming. But he says big. And then it's cute. One day I'll share a video of it. It's really funny. So I'm good. I'm going to go ahead and share this page now. I'm going to publish it. Yes, I'd like to make it visible to others. I'm going to click yes. And there it is right there. You can customize this name if you want to. So I'm going to click on this 3 dots over here. I'm going to change that URL and I'm going to call it my KW app. No spaces. Okay. Here's a space. That's what happens when you throw space in there. No spaces at all. If you want it to be separated, you can go underscore and you can type other stuff. That's underscore is your space in the URL. Okay. So I'm going to hit create. And there it is. It's customized it. I'm going to click on that. And here's my KW landing page for my KW app. Pretty cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need to do this because they already built me one. It's over here on this button. And guess what? It's the same video. But it was a quick little easy example, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to run your Facebook ad, you could use either link. If you like this format better than you like the other one, use this. And it's ready to go. You can add multiple video widgets. You don't have to do just one.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So do it to it. I like it.
Is it different though when you're taking it off your computer? So you see a video you shot, it's not on YouTube?
It's different because then you're going to upload that video. What I would recommend is uploading it to YouTube. So if you have a YouTube channel, just upload it to it. That way you have the full resolution at your disposal.
All right. You got the content there to show people drawing them there.
Yep.
Okay.
And you'll have it available there and stuff like that. But it's pretty cool, pretty simple stuff, right? All right, give me some ahas. What did you guys learn today?
Well, I love it that we can put more animation, as in videos, into our websites and make them come alive instead of being so stale. So I think it'll be nice.
Yeah, I agree with that. Videos right now are huge, right? So one of the other things too is if you're going to produce videos and you're going to actually record yourself and stuff like that, make the investment. Get a mic like the one I have right here.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for you to email me what type of mic that is.
Oh, sorry about that. I'll send it. But yeah, and what's cool is it came with the stand and everything,
Mhm.
and this pop blocker right here.
Yep.
Larry's used these before.
Okay. I want to order one, just saying.
Oh, we'll get you it. But have you noticed the difference in audio? Like it sounds a bit clearer than it used to, right? I don't sound far away.
Yeah.
It's fuller. Have a little bit more bass to my voice. Just kidding. But yeah, it's a lot more fun.
SC Rojas, 93.5.
That's Larry's job. Larry's done that.
And I also really like the fact that we can add the cost sheet from title. That's, to me, that's really nice tool to be able to put in our website. That's awesome.
Yep. I mean, some websites just won't allow it. Some are just built that way, and that's fine. I understand why it would be that way because they won't be able to verify what is it called? The SSL, or the security of the web page. Some are okay with it, some aren't. You'll find that as you try to do some things.
Okay.
But ultimately, just try until you find one that works and go from there. Cindy, how do you like this? Pretty new, huh?
Yes. Yes, it's really mind-blowing.
Yeah, now you're leaning back in your chair. You're just like, what just happened?
Yeah, I tried to follow it on my laptop, but because I have like the smaller Mac,
Okay.
it's weird how when I was trying to edit on the right side of the page on the like widgets and all that stuff, I couldn't see it all on my screen. And so I gave up because I just couldn't make it work. So I guess I'll have to do it on my desktop, which is what I'm on right now. So
Yeah, so depending on the year of Macs, so can I use this real quick? So here's an example, right? So can you see this? This MacBook right here?
there, that's about it.
It's an older one. It's a 13-incher. The resolution isn't as high.
Uh-huh.
So with that, you won't see the complete window. What you would end up having to do is manipulate the zoom in the browser itself to be able to see everything
Yeah, actually, I wonder,
that's relevant.
honestly, I don't even know. Let me see what mine is. Mine's a MacBook. See, mine's a little bit smaller. Mine's a 12-inch.
Oh, you got the MacBook, just the MacBook. Okay, yeah. I mean, the smaller the device, the resolution's going to matter. 1080p will pretty much have everything on the screen. If you're using 4K monitors like I do, it gets pretty small for people to see. So I always change my zoom.
And it was ideal when I was carrying it around, you know, because my other laptop was gigantic and heavy and clunky, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I thought, okay, let's just get you something smaller, which I wanted something smaller, but now I'm like, shoot, I can't see everything.
Just a zoom in your browser, and you'll be able to see everything else there.
Okay, what does that mean, zoom in my browser?
Yeah, check this out. So if you're using Chrome, which you should be, I highly recommend you're using Chrome.
I forget.
You're using Safari. I saw that face.
I use Safari. It's just so natural.
Yeah, so use Chrome because that's what Command is designed in. It's designed for and optimized for use in Chrome.
Right.
So it'll be the same sort of thing. I think in Safari you select View, and then there's a zoom option there.
Okay, I just got into Chrome.
Okay, so in Chrome there's a 3-dot option in the upper right corner, like that, and then you have the plus or minus under zoom right in the middle of that menu.
I've had that problem for months. I just now fixed it. Thank you. There's my aha. To get the consumer, I have to minimize my screen, then make it bigger so there's enough left there, and then get to it. I just thought it was because I got a 32-inch monitor here or something.
Oh no, that's not it. It's the resolution. So like, if you've been in my office, Randy, you've seen my 43-inch monitor in my office. So it's all about the resolution.
Yeah. No,
I don't see the 3 dots on mine. I don't have that. I have.
Oh, Macs actually are weird. So the Chrome instance on Macs still maintain the menu options on the top of the window.
Okay, yep.
Right? So there should be a view option or a file option there.
Uh-huh.
View should probably contain the zoom in there.
Is it zoom in or zoom out?
Yep, either one of those. So zoom out
I would want to
would be
zoom.
your option to be able to see more on your screen.
Okay.
Just hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, just checking. I'm on the tablet. I'm on the tablet with the Zoom and doing things in the computer for the first time, so I'm just not sure what I was getting or not getting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're there. I got you. You're coming in pretty well. Loud and clear.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you got it. So, yeah. Any other ahas? Oh, sure.
Sorry. I have it on my Safari page. I have a shortcut, you know, so to my command. So what do I type in on the browser to get to? Is it KW?
Agent.
Oh, it's agent. Okay.
Agent.kw.com.
Just had a moment. Okay.
Yep.
Like asking my kids, what's your phone number? Because I have it like, you know.
I only have one phone number memorized,
Oh my gosh.
and that's
Okay.
my wife's.
And then on the other pages, I have all my sign-ins and passwords all saved. So now I gotta remember all that.
There is an awesome third-party app
Uh-huh.
that you should use. It's called LastPass. And wherever this extension is installed and you sign into that one account, all your passwords will be accessible, no matter what browser, as long as there's that extension available.
Okay.
All right, cool.
For each individual. site?
You can do each individual site, or because you have it in Safari, what you could do is download LastPass as a program on your computer.
Uh-huh.
And then what it will do is actually find all the saved passwords you have on your machine, and it'll import them.
So I can do that in Safari. Okay. Got it.
Yep, it'll download everything. Just follow the prompts. It's pretty cool. I like it, and it's free. That's the best part. It's free. They do have a premium thing, but I mean, how often are you going to make phone calls to their support line to pay for that? Like, don't. So cool. Any other ahas?
I gotta watch this over again.
Yeah, it's a lot, and that's why it's the advanced class with Jesse Rojas. It's good.
Yeah, I was just looking back at how you did that net sheet. So yeah, you just copied the URL, and then you went to the iframe.
Yep.
And then it generated the code that you need for command.
Yep.
Okay. You just copy it. Okay.
Yep, and play around with your dimensions.
Yeah.
Play with the width, play with the height. Don't go any larger than 800
Mm-hmm.
in terms of your width. Your height can be anything else.
Okay.
And Jesse, what's the difference between the On My Agent site, which is the landing page, I'm assuming, and then as a standalone page?
Standalone page, what standalone page should read is landing page. It should just say that.
Oh.
And On My Agent site is that it's a permanent web page that you're adding to your website.
Okay.
Yep. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
You guys went through the guide builder yesterday, but I want to show something real quick. So in the buyer side, there's one thing missing here. I've done this before. Anybody know what's missing here on the buyer side?
Is it the walkthrough?
Final walkthrough is missing. Yep, that's a good one. There's another one.
Hold on, there's inspection.
I'll give you a hint. It starts with the letter A.
Appraisal.
And ends with appraisal. Appraisal. So that should be really important, especially now in terms of communicating with buyers nowadays. Appraisals are becoming crazy. Some appraisals are coming in super low. The biggest delta I've seen in terms of sales price and appraisal is about 31,000. Massive. That's what I said, Cindy. It's nuts. So make sure to include that for your buyers guides there so that they know what to expect. Sometimes the difference might be too great to reach a medium. It just might be too too far apart.
It almost sounds like the appraiser missed something. I mean,
yeah,
that much. I mean,
it's weird. And, well, in that specific case, the comps that were used to justify that appraisal were over 9 months old and didn't reflect the exact current state of that specific area. So a challenge is required. So that's a good little thing to include there.
So what happened?
What ended up happening? Oh, we had to toss that appraisal and get another one. But know that there are limitations to that. If you're going FHA, they're not going to allow that because FHA appraisals are on file for 6 months.
Okay, so was conventional, so you asked for another one?
Yeah.
Then
And it's on a lender-to-lender basis. Not all of them will allow you to do that. So never hurts to ask, right?
I thought you couldn't.
Oh, yeah. There's just always ask.
Hey, yesterday, Heather was showing us on the buyer guide, either before or after closing, to do like a rating and have it linked to your Facebook page. So I thought that was
You can do that in the guide. Yeah, you can do that there. Another place where you can do that is in the opportunity itself.
Okay.
right? So say, for example, under the close section, one of the last things that you have in your checklist,
Mm-hmm.
right? So once it's here, then you could add, send rating link and make that one of your client updates or whatever. That's later. We'll talk about that later, but
Okay.
yeah, there's more than one way to skin that cat. Or you can add it to a smart plan, closing smart plan, and
Mm-hmm.
have that be part of your first communications post-closing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of different ways to do it.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think that kind of puts us at an hour or pretty close to it.
Yeah.
Any other questions before we sign off?
Well, lots of great stuff as usual. Thanks, Jesse.
Thanks,
Jesse.
Teresa. Appreciate it. Thanks, Randy.
I do want to talk with you though about videos on emails. Not now, but That's
Yeah,
that approach.
that is probably something that's coming later.
Okay.
There are other third-party sources that you can use for that purpose, like BombBomb or MailChimp and stuff like that. There are other things that you could use. Constant Contact is another one. But yeah, videos in command email. So it's a future thing that we're looking for. But
right.
cool. All right. Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks for being patient. Thanks for being flexible and working with us as we figured out that weird link issue. But hey, keep coming back. I love seeing all these faces. Thanks for my regulars. It's good seeing you.
See you, buddy.
And we'll keep going. All right, guys. We'll see you on Tuesday for the next DocuSign class.
All right. Sounds awesome. Thanks, Jesse.
Have a great one, everybody.
Bye,
Yeah.
guys.
Thanks. Bye-bye.